Login, late night, same chair, same spot. Screen glow, halo, chat's running hot. She flips to page 3, then dives off the plot. Let's talk about the Lizard Kings again. Tinfoil crown sitting proud on her head. Says it helps keep out the thought police thread. But she laughs so hard that it slips instead. Who walks past like, here we go, my friend. Welcome to Digger Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger Chatterbox. Sweets is asleep on the unread stack. Camera zooms in, chats typing in caps. Show us the cover, what's that in the back? She grins, it's classified. Or maybe it's trash. She's got red string charts that we can't quite see. Swears the plot twist lives on page 203. Then she stops mid-rant. Did you hear that beat? It's just a follow ping, but we all lean in. Welcome to Digger Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger's Chatterbox. Is it all in our heads or a hidden code? Are we chasing our tails or the mother lode? She says, think for yourself, that's the only law. Then Boo hits the mic with a perfect misbrew. Welcome to Digger Chatterbox. Pull up a chair, let your weird thoughts talk. From dusty old books to the sky that watches. She's under that shiny hat, unlocking all the boxes. Digger 420 on your screen, non-stop. This is Digger Chatterbox.
Because, you know. Hello, everyone. It is Monday. So it's chatting with friends. Yay. Can't believe it's Monday already. I keep feeling like I don't know. Time is like scrolling past so fast these days. But it's beautiful. Well, it was beautiful. It's overcast now. Was out in the sun yesterday, loving it. Did some more gardening, transplanted a bunch of stuff, and yeah, really nice. So I'm excited about that, but I'm spending a lot of time at the garden, so it's really nice too. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your pre-summer, fun. Your fun weather, not the crazy tornadoes type stuff like this guy had to deal with. Oops, if I can click the button on the stuff. There we go. Hi. So yeah, you had to deal with crazy tornadoes and shit. We're up here catching early tans.
No, I didn't get too many. There was one that hit pretty far south of me. That was pretty bad. Hit like a neighborhood or two. Then there was one that hit near my in-laws, my uncle-in-law's place. His that one was 4 or 5 miles away from him, maybe.
Oh wow!
When it started forming, when the funnel started, I don't know when it hit because I can find funnels. I can't see when they land.
Gotcha.
But I'm pretty good at finding funnels. On radar, not in real life. I don't
want to be able to do that. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the major. Well, I guess no one does. But I'm kind of a control freak. I need to, have control of my surroundings, and I much prefer my, world events like earthquakes and stuff like that to happen, where it takes a day or two to get to me, right? Like earthquakes just happen out of nowhere. Tornadoes come up pretty sudden, like
Nah, you got
forest
time.
fires. I've got at least 24 hours notice. I live right in the ghetto, so just on the outskirts of town. We've got creeks running all around us before they meet in the lake. And yeah, no, we're never going to burn. So
See, I'll take tornadoes over forest fires generally, because with tornadoes, you don't necessarily get smacked so hard that your house gets leveled. However, if a single ember hits your house, it's going up. It's a complete
True.
loss.
True. Yeah. Well, and it depends. Yeah.
Like,
If
oh,
you
you
live in
can
the right.
evacuate. It's like, yeah, sure. I can also go to a basement and I'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But like for
Yeah.
me,
Oh,
like,
thank you, Ghost of Bulls team.
hey,
you.
Bulls.
How you
Insane. How you doing,
doing?
buddy? But
And
no,
hey,
the
Saint Caesar.
what is it called? The radar. I was looking at the radar, and my buddy who lives down south of me a little bit, I'm like, hey, you're about to be your tornado sirens are gonna go off in a few minutes here. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then, like, not even 2 minutes after he messaged me back, which is 5 minutes after I texted him, his tornado sirens start going off. He's like, how the did you know that? I was like, because I'm looking at the damn radar. There's a fucking funnel cloud heading your way.
Yeah, that stuff worries me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, everything's got something, to be concerned about. Nowhere is perfect. I just got to get over my fears.
Yeah, you're gonna die someday, so why not be a tornado like you're in the Wizard of Oz,
Sure, yeah, maybe I can go and see the wizard.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz, the movie that came out when you were a kid,
No, it came out before I was a kid.
I know, it's all the joke.
It's
I'm calling you old.
No, I know, but I'm not that old. I'm old. I'll go with it, but I'm not that old. Not that old. Okay, so I've got that down. Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. All right.
Is there a pineapple sitting in the back?
No, he's his Mrs. Pineapple has the kid put into bed duties. So once they get home from kids,
oh yeah, you need to fix
whatever
that.
extracurricular activity. That's the word I'm looking for. Once they get home from that, he can come on.
Fix the pay links.
Fix the pay links.
Fix the pay links.
Oh shit.
Oh,
maybe that's what it was. Oh, you know what I could do?
Oh, this show is brought to you by the science.
There you go.
I missed that. Johnny, send that to me. I missed that so much.
That was fun.
Especially now.
Okay, that's the right one.
Football season's over. We need to start getting ready for football season again. And then now there's going to be more rioting in New York and stuff. More flares getting set off on top of school buses.
The Knicks won, did they not? But they rioted. They
yeah
before the game even ended.
They celebrated.
But their celebrations look an awful lot like riots. They were setting things on fire and smashing stores, were they not?
The fiery but mostly peaceful celebrations.
Okay. All right, celebrations. That's great.
Yep. So, fiery but mostly peaceful celebrations. Yep.
All right. So when the team loses, it's a riot. But if the team wins, it's a celebration.
Yeah.
Same thing happens. End result is the same.
No. It would have been much more fiery and much more kerblooies, if you know what I mean.
Oh, really?
Going into human perforations, we'll call it.
Wow.
Yeah, the wireless hole punchers would be flying a lot more. Only 4 people got shanked. All right.
Oh,
and one person kerplooied.
That's not too bad so far. St. Caesar saying rioting hasn't happened during a World Cup yet. USA must not have won a game. Are they?
No, they've definitely rioted after soccer games before, 100%. In like Central America, it happens all the time.
Yeah, for the World Cup, yeah, or they celebrated.
They celebrate.
They celebrate
they
a lot.
celebrate
hard.
Yeah,
Gotcha. They celebrate like Brits celebrate their football club winning. Celebrating. Yeah. But then, like I said, we rioted when our team in Vancouver lost. We rioted. It was lovely, and it showed just how wonderful the people are here, and what a nice place it is to live in.
No, you just celebrated your ability to be angry.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
Vancouver and the province, the city and the province have decided to blame it on professional thieving rings. And they're the reason that everything popped off so that they could come in and steal from all the major stores professionally in the midst of all the rioting. I think a lot of it had more to do with our people are just dumbasses. they're just assholes and we didn't win. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
politicians or the person, people who live there.
Since I saw the first message, I've been looking into it a little bit, Caesar. I'm gonna say probably no. I don't think Microsoft is going to sell Xbox. I think they're gonna maybe spin off into something different, but they do really great third-party publishing. Their first-party stuff is falling apart though, so they're probably gonna stop first parties and only just do third parties. So like a good example, Digger, would be I believe Sea of Thieves. You've seen
yes.
You've seen people playing that before.
Yeah.
Where that game, I believe, is actually technically a third-party publisher for Microsoft, but Microsoft sells Sea of Thieves. They have like the rights to do so they publish it for the company that's doing it. I think it's Rare, but I'm not 100%. I cannot remember who the fuck makes that game, but they're going to go do some more stuff like that, because the thing about Microsoft and Xbox and all those other companies who are very large, HR departments get very, very involved. And when you have HR departments, you get a lot of woke bullshit, and woke bullshit does not sell.
Right.
So you can't start tanking a multi-billion-dollar company and expect to do well if your game doesn't sell well. So, it is what it is. But no, I don't think they're going to sell. I think they're just going to swap marketing strategies.
Nice.
But yeah.
St. Caesar, you've been especially polite and nice today. I mean, not that you're rude or anything on any other day. You're always nice, but you've been in particularly, polite today. Thanks. And how you doing, and please. And, thank you for that. You've been, I don't know if you're having an exceptional day or week or something, but yeah, thank you. See?
In terms of gaming news, I'm actually more excited for there's this game. I know you and Johnny have been watching a lot of anime recently.
Yes.
Did you ever get a chance to watch Sword Art Online?
Sword Art Online. No.
So basically this guy gets trapped inside of a VR headset video game where if they try to take the headset off of him, it fries his brain with microwaves. If he dies in the game, it fries his brain with microwaves. And and stuff like that. Good to
see you with whatever name.
So overall, it just kind of starts. You die in the game, you die in real life. It's a great show. For season 1, season 2 is kind of shit. Season 3 is even shittier. And then season 4 brings it back to the great. No, not really. I was just kidding about that. It kind of still sucks.
I was like, I think you might have told me about it.
No, it's great. The show is satisfactory, or is satisfyingly shit. But they're making a game for it that's a lot like Dark Souls, where you get to dodge around and actually you don't get to play as the main character of the show, where the old games that they made for this were just regurgitations of the show, and it was shit. Because you had to play as the OP main character who was just an asshole.
Right.
But now you get to play as a different guy.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's holding the Game Boy, St. Caesar. But
nope. You're wearing. I love when you wear your Homer in
my
the bush.
Homer shirt where he's looking out through the.
Yeah, with the green screen. I love it.
I love. That's why I got this shirt. To be honest with you, I saw it at Target and I was like, "Ooh,
That'll be fun."
this will work great."
I love that shit.
No, St. Caesar. The new God of War is a 50-year-old to 50 to 55-year-old woman who runs around doing aerial combos, and it all sucks.
So she's a menopausal woman doing all sorts of aerial acrobatics, and she's the hero. She's the god.
Yeah, she's an unfuckable, unlovable character who they're gonna think it's going to sell, and as St. Caesar so quaintly put it, it's not gonna sell. It's gonna sell bad. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
is
gonna
that the
sell
one
bad.
where Ellen Page? No, not Ellen Page. That's the woman who changed sexes.
Oh, you're thinking Ellen Page is playing as like Spartacus or something.
Yeah, no, she's been really miscast in the Odyssey.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so miscast. That's why there's all these. My buddy was showing me all these different memes, all these great old movies like Roadhouse and Terminator and that sort of thing. But they cut out the main hero and they've put in Ellen Page, and she tries to woke I'm a man them, and it's just a one-off punch, and she's out.
Yeah, they like deep fake
some,
AI it in there.
Yeah, there's some
So
really good ones and some really not so good ones. But apparently, Bering put out a video today that I haven't watched yet, but apparently she went on some podcast and she was trying to teach people how to be masculine or how to be properly manly. Yeah. Yeah, if Bering makes a video out of it, it's going to be entertaining. So I can't wait to watch it.
I watched Bering back in like 2015-ish.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch him like a whole lot after that. Is he still alive? Like, is he actually around?
Oh yeah, he's there. He does some shows or videos with his wife, who also has her own channel now. They've got a kid.
She had her own channel back in 15.
Oh, did she? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I did
oh
not
yeah,
know
she
that.
was around.
I thought this was a new thing.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, either which way. Yeah, I've never caught a live with Bering, but I like to watch his videos, his YouTube videos that he puts together. Very entertaining.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of his stuff in like years.
Oh, I've watched him for a while now.
There used to be this guy named A Helping Hand, and he was really good, but then he got kind of enough threats against him of the dire variety where he decided to quit.
Wow.
But like he had all this other stuff going on too and stuff, but
jeez.
He was great, and I think he was actually from St. Caesar's neck of the woods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't. I know. Oh shit! Now I've lost his name. There's a few streamers that I know. Oh, doggone it! I can't remember either which way.
I'm watching a
I
lot
haven't
of
talked to them
Operator.
for a while, actually.
You ever heard of Donut Operator?
Yes, Donut Operator. I've been watching him forever.
I've been watching a lot of his body cam footage review recently, and he's so funny.
Yeah.
His chat's funny too.
Yeah, I've never caught it. I don't think I've ever caught him alive either.
Oh, I don't watch him live. I just watch his recaps.
You just watch his videos. Yeah. Yeah, I catch his videos. I really liked Angry Cop. I like his very sardonic, sarcastic humor. And I really love this old Crack House. That TV series that he was doing is just, it was so much fun. I'm like halfway, 3/4 through this old Crack House too, and I have no idea if there's a third one because I got sidetracked and never did finish it.
Old Crack House is what it's called.
Yes. He's a police officer. He's ex-military. He's a police officer. He's in like New Jersey, something like that. Somewhere in New York State. I think it's New Jersey, but either which way, he's a cop. But he decided he was renovating. He bought a house that was up for sale, very well known. Had been the crack house in the neighborhood forever. So he bought it and he started renovating it, and he videotaped himself renovating it, and he very soon after started recording the work being done by the professionals that he hired because he realized he couldn't do it on his own.
He realized that place was a crack house.
Well, just that he didn't have the proper knowledge for any of it, to be like licensed and legal and everything, right? Like
I understand, like, okay, electricity, fine. Water,
Plumbing?
I can understand water. I can do small, like, plumbing stuff. Like, I've rehooked up sinks and stuff like that, like the plumbing underneath them, because frankly, the plumber at my old apartment was really bad. But like, I would never touch electricity. If I need an outlet swapped out, that's about the most I'll do before I'm afraid I'm gonna burn the fucking place down.
Yeah, I'm a klutz. I am not gonna play with electricity.
Oh, I'm gonna zap myself at least once,
Or
as
burn
long as
down
it's
the
past through your
building.
heart.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Are you grounded? Literally or figuratively?
Yeah.
My wife might ground me, yeah.
What does grounding mean? Okay,
What?
don't. Just let go. Just don't touch anything. You don't know what grounding means?
Oh, it's when you stick your hand on another metal object and then touch electricity with this one and let it pass right through your heart and stop it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could do drywall. That's not hard. I mean,
I could totally do drywall.
And walls
I
and
can,
had to fix it.
Mud with the best of them.
Exactly.
I'm a very good gopher, and like second. Give me all the crap jobs to do while you're doing the big stuff. The measuring and the cutting and that sort of thing. I'll be in the background drilling holes so that I can drive the concrete or the rebar in. I'm thinking of the time we did the raised bed, flower bed with train rails and
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I did the fun hard work, like the wooden things, and then you put them in with rebar. You really anchor.
I'm gonna let you paint the ceiling, and just like when you're looking up there and you're starting to paint it or whatever, and like you just get the drops of paint in your face.
Oh, I know. I have painted so many rooms in so many houses. I have even painted the outsides of a couple of houses. So
what was it? Wood siding? Why are you painting a house?
Yeah, wood siding.
Okay, because I'm like, if it's the other siding, I mean, you don't necessarily paint that.
Yeah, no. The vinyl siding, no, you don't paint that. No. But yeah, I'm. There are homes that are built with wood, and
I've seen very few wood sidings, but I've seen them. It's weird. It's bizarre.
A lot on the coast. Again, it's a rainforest down there. Everything's wet, so it's pretty safe to build with wood because there's very low chance of fire, like major fire, right? So wood siding is a lot more common to see down there. But I mean, even here across the street's got cedar siding. Yeah, that's right.
If it gets too dry, though, doesn't it just crack open?
Well, and that's why you paint it.
Okay.
My mom and dad's old house was also cedar siding. That was fun. I didn't have to paint it. They hired a friend who had a painting company to come and do it. And they painted it purple with dark purple trim. Not like bright purple. It was like a dusty purple. It really did blend in because we're kind of in a desert area.
Who the fucking Sherwin-Williams would paint your house purple?
It looked really good. Like I said, we're kind of in a semi-desert area, and it's one of those colors that you see in the desert, in the shadows. That kind of, it wasn't stand out. Oh my God, it's purple. It wasn't Barney purple. But
there was that one pink house. It was like a Barbie house.
Oh God, no. It was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. It was muted. It was,
Oh,
yeah, but it was
God.
very dusty, but it nice.
Yeah,
Hello,
wild with
Wild.
the purple rain.
Oh, there it goes. Yes. It was really cool painting that house or watching the guy paint that house.
That.
I helped see I helped refinish or replace all of the cedar siding. Like it needed to be portions needed to be replaced and stuff like that. So I helped replace the cedar siding on the house, and then they got a buddy to paint it. But yeah, you'll find that kind of dusty purple, kind of chalky grayish purple tone. It was, yeah, really nice.
When I get a
Very,
house,
very
I'm just gonna
nice.
have like those plants on the top of it or whatever, and I'll just bring you here to just start planting all that ivy up on top.
There you go. You figured it out, eh?
The ivy with the little flowers or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I am so behind on chat. Holy. No, I'm not getting a Switch 2. Fuck Nintendo. No WWE
Okay,
and the VPN UK thing. I have no idea. I haven't looked at it at all.
The Vince McMahon body cam was funny. That was funny.
that
You're
how you
talking about when he crashed his car on the way to his granddaughter's like first birthday party, first or second, or like
What?
so
What?
young she's never gonna remember it. And he crashed out. I'm pretty sure it was like a Lamborghini, crashed it out. And there's the body cam footage. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. If he's embarrassed himself again since then, please let me know.
Rich people do not deserve nice things
dude.
and alcohol at the same time.
They don't deserve nice things anyways, because they don't appreciate it, because they've never had to try and eke it out, without, like, yeah. Not that I'm hard done by. I tell you, I'm not claiming that at all. I've been fairly blessed in this life. I'm very
if they
lucky.
kick you out of your apartment, you're gonna be homeless.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole nother thing, and that's really not a problem because they just did the suites inspection for the year, and everything was happy hunky dory. So,
oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. All I have a problem with is the fridge that stinks like ammonia. She said, "Oh yeah, a lot of people are having problems with that." So I figured I'd wait and see if they're going to come and fix it. I'm starting to think they probably won't, so I may have to physically pull out the fridge and figure out what's wrong myself. Apparently, according to YouTube, there's a tray that needs to be emptied or something.
Baking soda in the fridge?
Oh yeah, no. It doesn't smell. It's not that. It's leaking in the very back of the fridge. There's like a drip thing, but it's supposed to leak into a pipe that gets drained out to a drip pan, apparently. There is no thing leading it out, so it's just dripping into the fridge. It's been like that since I moved in. I took I took the mates of this glass. I had 2 of them. One of them has been sitting in that fridge collecting the water drips since I moved in here, well over a decade now. It's getting worse now. It's filling up like that much water every couple of days now, which is what I told her. So
you ever try Flex Steel?
Well, no, I'd need to have a hose that would run from one thing to another.
Like, is it a literal drip pan?
Apparently. It's an old fridge, so it's very likely. But if they're not gonna, if they're not coming in to do anything, and I haven't heard anything, so my assumption is no. I think I'm gonna just pull it out and see what I can do using YouTube.
I am so confused because there's nothing in a fridge or on a fridge that contains any nitrogen compounds at all.
I don't know, but it reeks. I've literally sniffed the floor and the counter and everything, thinking the cats must have pissed here because this is where it stinks. But it stinks at the middle part of the fridge, at the middle level of the fridge, like at the counter, and it reeks of like cat pee, that ammonia. Not in a good way, like my cat piss coffee, in a very, very bad way. I haven't punished them for it because I couldn't find a wet spot, but it turns out it may very well be the fridge, which would be why there's no wet spot.
Yeah, that's so bizarre. Because I'm just thinking of everything that could, you know what? Your cat's pissed on the coils.
Yeah, but how do they get there? They can't. There's no way
Nope,
to
they
get there.
figured it
There's
out.
no
Cats are actually a liquid. So as a scientist, I can say cats are actually liquid, you see.
Yeah, no, there's no space to get in there at all. I
It's so
don't care
bizarre.
how liquid they get.
I am
Sweet's
so
tubby.
sorry.
Sweet's tubby. Um,
Yeah, Wild is
oh,
a good
that's
point there. I have noticed
yeah.
that sometimes the freezer ice, if there's ice buildup in your freezer, that shit smells so bad.
Yeah, and there's no ice buildup. If anything, it's warmer than it should be. It's not as frozen. Like
Oh, then your coils on the back are fucked up.
I pulled out a jug of frozen concentrated juice because I finally got a juice jug, and I opened it up, and like half of it was liquid. So I kind of made a bit of a sloshy mess when I was, because I didn't it's supposed to be frozen juice, right? In concentrate, but it wasn't.
Your freezer should be freezing things.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the meat that I pull out of it, it's probably because they're sitting in the door. So that's the part that opens all the time. So
Is
it
the
gets
seal around your freezer just kind of shit?
no.
I'm so
I really
lost.
think it's this, because Googling it and everything, it really made sense. Um that there's probably one of those drip trays or something that I need to empty. It said there was either something in the middle of the fridge or at the base of the fridge.
That's
So
so weird.
it's, I've got to take the stuff off the top of the fridge, then I have to pull it out, and I have to, cross my
Unplug it.
fingers, say a prayer, and then look in the back and see what's going on. And if I can find something that looks like it needs to be like emptied, or I could empty it, then I'll unplug it and I'll do that. But I don't want to have to unplug it unless absolutely necessary, because I'm afraid it's so old it won't plug back in again.
Oh my god.
Just with my luck, Oh, it's like my stove, my oven didn't work for like 5 years. The stove top worked like a hot damn, but the oven didn't work. Well, because the old landlord wasn't dealing with it, then he got sick, and then we sold, and there was, yeah. So either which way, for like 5 years, I didn't have an oven that worked. And they finally brought in, once the new owners took over and everything, they finally brought in a brand new stove now. Oven.
So did you just like shove like an easy bake in the wall or something?
No, I've got a toaster oven, which is pretty much an easy bake.
An easy bake oven.
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much an easy bake. I didn't bake a lot. That's why it was so exciting. I started baking like banana bread and zucchini bread and stuff all the time, because I finally got an oven that worked, so I could start doing that. But yeah, if I had to like roast something, like a chicken or something like that.
All right, have a good night, Saint Caesar.
Good night. You have a good one.
Good luck to your dad.
And yeah, good luck to your dad. I was just seeing that. But yeah,
sorry.
No worries. So yeah, I'd have to go to the neighbors. So, but it was the same thing. I was showering next door.
I remember that.
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 months. It was
You're
a
like
long
cleaning
time.
their bathroom in order so you could use their shower.
Well, that was the exchange. Yeah, she's like, yeah, you could totally shower here, but since you clean houses anyways, why don't you clean the bathroom? And that's your rent or whatever for borrowing the bathroom, right?
Lemon pound cake.
Fair trade.
Down his clock, lemon pound cake.
Oh, okay. I'm just getting there now.
Sorry, I kept looking at the comments. I should stop.
That's okay. No, I'm looking at it too. I had that problem.
So
you have to take everything out of the fridge and unplug it. There is probably ice built up in the shelf defrost drip pan. Let it thaw and drain the plug. Okay, that's kind of what YouTube. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let it thaw, drain, and the plug back in. Then plug it back in. Yeah, should solve the problem. Okay, see, because that's kind of what the YouTubes were telling me. Pear guy told you and said some might have spilled an ice cube tray of water in the freezer. Okay, maybe.
Yeah, because when things get freezer burned, they start smelling rank.
Yeah, no, it's not a freezer burn thing at all. Not at all. It's nice. The stuff in the freezer is frozen. It's just like I said, that can of concentrate. But it's in the door, and I've been doing this an awful lot in the hot, because I finally treated
Ooh, the
myself to ice
hot.
cream. Yeah, it's been really actually it's been hot here. It's been
No,
nice.
there. I don't know if you have this in your neck of the communism. There was these boxes of like push pops where you push them up and they were cotton candy flavored sherbet.
Oh, okay.
They were delicious
Okay.
and not nutritious, but they
No.
were always very good.
Okay.
Try to look for those at your local grocery, and they're cheap. Like these are like what you like would give kids because they're whining and complaining. They're not like
What are
the
they
ones.
called?
I wish I could fucking tell.
Mm.
I'll have to look this up actually because these I want them now.
You did it to yourself. Yeah. Special emissary is saying that he's asking about what type of cancer. He's type 2. Special emissary is type 2. Got heavy sitting here, depressed, and eating for dopamine hits. Yeah. I understand that one. Eating. Yeah. I'm really pissed off now, but it turns out what might be my problem is an edema or an edema, because I'm swelling all over. My whole body. It's not just my feet. It's like my whole body is swelling, and like sitting here on the wood chair after 3.5 hours with Johnny, I get up and there's the outline of the chair, right where it sat in the behind my knees. But that line stays forever. That line doesn't disappear. It's like my sleep lines from wrinkles on the pillow case or whatever, sleep lines, but mine don't disappear. They just stay. So that's an edema or an edema or something like that. So
I
yeah,
don't want
I
to hear
get
about
to
your enema.
not an enema. No. It's a all over swelling of the body or yeah. So, and it, that seems sorely, yeah, sorry. Unplugging is the only way to fix it. Fair enough. I'm going to have to see if I can borrow my neighbor's fridge while I fix it, just in case I can't, when I plug it in, it doesn't plug in again. I'll have some place to put my food, what little I've got. But yeah, it's a pain in the arse, but I'm going to do it.
These
okay.
fucking
Cotton
things.
candy sherbet.
These things are the absolute greatest, and they're cheap as fuck.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen them. Are they all pink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like they like change color or anything like that. They're like the most artificially flavored thing you can find in the world, but oh my god, are they great.
I only made one lemon pound cake, yes, because that's like really heavy and really decidedly nummy.
Lemon pound cake. I fucking oh man, wait, where's my Afro man? Hold on.
Oh yeah, Afro man.
Who's the lemon pound cake?
Lemon pound cake.
I want some lemon pound cake. Some of mama's lemon pound cake. All right. Sorry. All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Oh, those are the push-ups. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Wait, are you serious?
Okay.
I had no idea. Those things are so good. I grew up on those fucking things. Because the parents were like, we're not going to get you nice ice cream because you're not going to appreciate it. You're not going to appreciate the deliciousness of Haagen-Dazs ice cream at the age of 7. You can take the cotton candy flavored bullshit. I'm like, all right, deal.
Hey, Div, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hiya.
That's poor circulation because you're getting old like me. Well, it's more than that. It's like because it's my whole body, and it's come along with sudden weight gain, which is unexplainable in any other way. So this is now there's something that she can look for. So I need to go and get.
Let me ask you something real quick because this reminds. So what you're telling me kind of reminds me a lot of something that Rosie has, where like say like you just take your arm and you like rub your finger down it, like with any level of pressure type of thing,
Yeah.
does it raise after like a small amount of time?
No.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I know, so for Rose, like it doesn't matter what you do. Like I can go and like write my name like on her arm, and within like 2 minutes it's raised and you can literally read it. But that's a
Wow.
form
Yeah,
of
no, that's not me.
dermatitis.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not me, thank goodness. I'm the opposite. Like I said, if I get if you're sitting for too long and you get, wrinkles from the seams or whatever, the wrinkles that you're sitting on, and they stay kind of imprinted, or like when you're asleep and you wake up and you've got the imprints from your sheets. Maybe you're too young, you haven't really experienced that sort of
Oh
thing yet.
no, when I sleep
'Cause it is an
shirtless, I
age
get
thing.
like the lines all over and I look kind of like I'm
Okay.
Deadpool looking a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So they usually disappear relatively
Within like
quickly.
30 minutes or less.
Yeah, mine will stay around forever, like for the day. I've got because because I sit with this chair back here, I sit on it sideways, which means that this thigh is leaning against this bar from the back, and that'll leave an indent that it really looks like someone's taken a chunk out of my muscle.
Do we need to get you like an actual like office chair?
Well, I'm sitting at a table that is like bar height. It's not a normal height kitchen table. It's bar height. So I'm sitting on bar height chairs. Right?
I know what to do, but I don't think I have the power to do it.
Oh, okay.
I'll talk to you after, but we might be able to jerry rig you a little something. Actually, have Johnny send you the egg chair.
There you go. Well, yeah, he was talking about, and if it can't come here, and I'm thinking, dude, if you're coming here, everything's gonna come here the same way all my shit would go there in a U-Haul. I'm sure we can bring the egg chair.
The egg chair will fit.
I'm pretty sure it'll fit. Yeah.
I can even sturdy up that egg chair for him. I know he's talking about his JB Weld, and I'm like, what about actual weld? Give me like a month and a half. I'll weld that shit for you, no problem. Or I know, I have a good friend who lives really close to Johnny, actually, who was a welder for a long time.
Yeah. But, hello, Lass. How you doing? Divinity totally agrees with your cotton candy, by the way. Hello, and how you doing?
Good. I love cotton candy. Those treats were not ice cream, but my parents called it ice cream. They were
like soft yogurt or like
it's sherbet. So it's ice. It's
that
flavored ice. Right.
Oh, okay. So it's not like yogurt based.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I had something kind of like that was yogurt.
Because they also didn't tell me that I was lactose intolerant for many, 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 many years. And they knew. Okay. Oh, they fucking knew. But they just kept giving me ice flavor or ice flavored cream or cream flavored ice.
Oh my God. I can't remember what it said on the bucket, but I've bought like ice cream forever. It's Neapolitan. It's the big
frozen dessert treat.
It's the big tub because it'll last me like for the whole month, even, in the summertime when I'm eating it every hot day, I'm having a bowl, it'll last. So I just happened to read the lid and realize that it's not actually ice cream. It's oh shit. Yeah, now I can't remember what it says on it.
It's a frozen dessert treat.
It's an iced treat or something along those.
It's like frozen treat. It's not ice cream. There's no actual cream in it.
There's no wonder the shit doesn't melt or doesn't go bad. Like the dude with I can't remember what frozen ice cream thing it was, but he put it in a Tupperware and put it outside in the heat and everything, and it didn't melt, didn't do nothing. So that's what I've been eating, and I had no idea. I thought it was the same ice cream as I've always bought, but nope. So gotta kind of keep your eye on the labels of the things you've been buying forever, because they done change. Special emissary is saying, off topic, Pakistan is emptying their prisons, sending the criminals to Europe. war is very possible, but they have excellent nuclear submarines. uh, you know what? Pakistan emptying their prisons. Isn't that not what most countries do when they're fighting a war and they're running low on people? They empty their prisons. Ukraine did it. Russia did it.
They both
Pakistan,
did it.
Iran.
They'll also just send them to a country to cause chaos too, because that's what Venezuela did to us.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't say that all these floods of people from third world countries we just so happen to not necessarily be at war with at the time, but weren't necessarily friendly with, and we let them all come in. And then once we've let them all come in, now we're picking fights with them all.
Define war, because that's like the hardest thing to do, because there's so technically we were never at war with Iran. Why? Because Congress never declared it. Well, you weren't at war.
Did a bunch
Everybody
of operations.
knows you're at war equipping a disingenuous bitch, you know?
Yeah. Hello, Kaiser.
Hi,
How you doing? We go politics, so come on in.
Okay. Well, to answer your question, whenever I first got in, the answer was Breyer's ice cream.
Okay.
Fuck yes.
See, yeah, I've got to start paying the money and buying the local, semi-local stuff. The Dairyland ice cream. There, I can literally go to the ice cream place where they make it. The cows are there. They make all of the different flavors and everything right there.
Yeah.
So that's what I got to start buying again. Oh, yeah, it's literally like an hour drive, not even.
I've already decided that, when it comes to the summer and stuff like that, because my kid wants, ice cream and stuff during the summer. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make a day of it. And I'm going to look on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to find one of those like motorized, like ice cream makers.
I was going to say,
I could sit there and I could just put in milk and,
get your dry ice fruit, and your salt,
some ice, fruit, whatever I'm going to put in there, and then just let it sit for a couple of hours and, make ice cream.
Have you ever made like homemade ice cream with your son?
Not yet, but that's
no. So what you do is you take. So this is super easy and it's gonna be super fun for him too. Where you take just a plastic bag, like a gallon-sized bag. You put your ice or your milk, your sugar, your little bit of vanilla, your chocolate syrup, whatever you want. You close that bag up, and then you put it in another bag with ice and salt, and that's it.
Yeah.
So then you just shake it up for a while, and you have a great time shaking it up.
Okay, so the ice and salt doesn't actually become one with the milk product.
It actually makes it colder because
it just makes it colder.
And it starts freezing the cream on the inside. You keep shaking it, and then boom, you got ice cream. And
I've never done it.
It's just a manual way of doing it, and it's literally just milk or heavy cream or whatever the fuck you want to get.
Heavy cream.
Syrup. No, I did it with whole milk, but I did it at Disney one time when I was like 7. It was great. It was right by the pool and it worked wonderfully.
Yep.
But yeah, do that. That shit's awesome. when I have a kid or 2 or 3, we're gonna be definitely doing that outside, and it's gonna be fun.
You need a mini trampoline and just jog while you stream. The male audience wouldn't mind if you bounce a bit. Yes, well, once I get to a place where I'm comfortable doing my walking on stream, I will do so. But my weight has ballooned so much in like such a short amount of time. I don't want to put that on. No one wants to see that. But I have been really good. I've been walking minimum of a half an hour. But I've been averaging an hour and a half every other day, walking with the Wii Fit. And nice. I'm finding it's really great. I just have to start walking when I'm sitting and watching TV and voice chat. I can sit here and watch TV and voice chat, or I can walk while I'm watching. And it's fairly easy. The half hours go by really quickly. But it's not anything. It's not a lack of exercise. I'm exercising more than I used to. When the weight started throwing on, I got scared, and so I started working out again. But that didn't do like it should. I haven't been working anything off. It just keeps coming on. But like I said, the fact that I'm so swollen, like my feet, my hands, my face, everything's swollen, and you can see it's different. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in person, there's a puffiness. It's not fat. There's puffiness everywhere. And like I said, little indents from, a wrinkle or something, they sit there for half a day. They don't disappear. And that's not good. So go back to the doctor again and we'll look and see what they have to say about that. I'm scrolling.
Kentucky Fried Colonel.
Nice, Los Federales. Nice.
Oh, that's
I love
hilarious.
it.
Oh man, I knew I was
hello,
finger licking
Outpost.
good.
Here we go. Sorry, buddy. Hello, Outpost. How you doing?
Hey, there you are, bud.
I also had
Sorry,
fried
I
chicken.
didn't scroll down.
Brian, you were talking about mixing the ice cream in the bag.
Oh yeah.
My mom, we did that when I was in elementary school. My mom came and we made like an afternoon, like into school day treat. And all the kids were standing
cool.
outside the classroom shaking the bag for like
Yep.
half an hour.
Oh, your mom was cool.
That's
Nobody would
cool.
have come and done that for us. 'Cause they were like, you'll just go home and have Haagen-Dazs.
We
And
had
I'm like,
one parent
"Mom
when I
would
was like in
never let me
fourth
have
grade, right before we got off for Christmas, came and make latkes because they were Jewish for the
The
entire
what?
class.
I'm sorry.
That's
I don't
cool.
know what the fuck that is.
I remember
Potato
Oh,
pancakes
yeah,
from
potato
Pat-
they're
pancakes,
thin
Hanukkah.
pancakes. They're very, very tasty. They're like
Yeah. They're like deep
Nor-
fried potato pancakes.
That sounds
yeah.
delicious.
Or are they deep fried? We've
Yeah.
never deep
Yeah.
fried ours. I'm not.
If you want to
gonna say
really fuck with
anything.
them, if you want to really fuck with them, he's deep fry them in lard.
Yo, put some bacon in it too.
Okay, I take that back. I use beef tallow, but that's me.
I have a friend. He's Orthodox Jewish. He says the one thing he breaks tradition over is barbecue. He loves barbecue too much to give it up.
Yeah. Well, and I mean that's it. Even somewhere in Leviticus, I think it's somewhere in the Bible for sure. He gave us clean meats and unclean meats because he knew a lot of us were not going to be able to stick to the plant and grain diet. That is the optimal for us. That's not possible. So he gave us clean and unclean meats. And I thank God for that on the regular because steak is amazing. I don't get to eat it often, but oh my God, steak
Isn't
is amazing.
I do love
not
me some good
a-
ribs though.
Yes.
Ribs.
When I was in
Yeah.
high school, there was a place in town where you'd order a rib sandwich. It was like 3 ribs, 2 pieces of like nice fluffy white bread, and you could get any side you wanted. And when I was in school, I was in band, so during away games,
Lactate.
we'd leave at like
Yep.
11, 12 o'clock. So my mom would get off work, come to the school because she was a chaperone. She'd stop at this rib place and bring me lunch, like a rib sandwich where everyone was having cafeteria food. I'm sitting there in the band room with ribs.
Nice.
And I remember one time I have a friend who's huge lineman on our football team, like almost 7 feet tall, arms this big.
Yeah.
Sweet, could throw me
He's so
20
big.
feet if he wanted. Sweetest guy you ever met. He comes in the band room. He's like, I smell ribs. Am I going crazy? And I'm sitting there in the corner. Yeah, you're going crazy. Just stay away.
Yeah.
You're going crazy.
Stay over there. Yeah.
He'd always try to steal.
Oh,
one.
I'm mirrored. Sorry, you can't see it, but it's high quality Scruffy. It's a high quality BC bud. You know because they told you it's on the label. It's BC bud.
Right.
It's also got sugar diamonds on it.
It's super pink THC sugar diamonds. So this is like the most potent of the potent diamonds. Or
Ooh.
yeah. You almost need to be a chemist, Brian, to be able to do the shit you need to do to the plant and the buds and to get it to this point of concentrate. But by God, it hits you.
Oh,
It
if you want
does-
me to
it really
concentrate some
does get
shit
you
down
up.
for you, that ain't hard. I need a waiver to say you're okay with maybe
I'm okay
never
with-
opening your eyes again. But
I must have been with Johnny. I was talking with someone, probably him, about edibles, because they don't really work for me. And I had like a package and there was 3 gummies in there. No, there was 5 gummies in there at 10 grams or milligrams each. And so I ate all 5 of them, which is 50 milligrams. And on a lot of people, that's huge. But it didn't even faze me. And so I was telling him about how my buddy, one buddy took 1,500 milligrams
Oh
of
shit.
tea. And he had a really great trip. So when
I'm sure he did.
well, he
Probably
worked
still
at
on it.
he worked on at the pot shop. He worked at the store, so he could, So when my ex-boyfriend now, when he was having his wisdom teeth pulled, that same friend gave him 1,000 milligram capsule. And so he took the 1,000-gram capsule, and he didn't need any of the painkillers that the dentist gave him. He was so high. I was actually jealous.
Of THC.
I was actually jealous. He was so high. He turned off the TV and then sat up and started watching said turned off TV and laughing like he had turned it on.
He was having a great time.
He had a wonderful time. Yeah. So when I'm eating, 5 gummies, which give me a total of 50 milligrams, it's really not a big deal. So yeah, the diamonds don't affect me like they used to, but they're pretty freaking strong.
So much.
I am so happy right now. I just found one of those electric ice cream machines on Facebook Marketplace for like $10. I just said, yeah,
nice.
this is still available.
Nice.
Because we're doing for Father's Day, we're doing a barbecue over here at my house this weekend.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to be throwing some ribs and wings and stuff on the grill. Hell freaking yeah. Do some ice cream for everybody too.
Yeah.
When I was young, we had an old one. It was a bucket that you put the thing on top and you had to hand crank it. But it was you had to crank it so hard if you had to have someone sit on top of it.
Yeah, because you had to crush down the big chunks of dry ice.
And
salt.
We have a picture of my grandmother sitting on it, and I think my grandfather's cranking it. My grandmother is just laughing her head off. We're having so much fun.
Yeah, this is the same design basically, but it's electrically operated instead of hand crank. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not, I've done that before where I've cranked on one of those for 2.5 hours.
I've done it. I've experienced it's wonderful.
Yeah,
it's great.
Machine.
Yeah.
But,
do you remember the Snoopy snow cone machines?
I think you can still get them. Oh,
kind of. Yes.
Vaguely.
Because those transcended like generations where you can still buy them. And I'm pretty sure like Digger was probably able to buy them too, like at the store. Like they've been on sale for decades.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you still get an easy bake oven, or is that like way in the past?
No, you can still buy them.
They still sell them. Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure because we've got like LED lights. Everyone's using LED lights and light bulbs, and they don't actually put off the heat that an old school light bulb.
You can still buy incandescent bulbs. They're more of a specialty item now, but you can still buy them.
You can still find them. Okay, well,
I remember, and Brian might remember these. The creepy crawler machine.
Yes, creepy crawlers.
It was that thing. It looked like an easy bake oven, but it was the thing you make plastic little bugs.
Yes. I do remember this. No way.
I remember.
They did a cartoon based off that toy.
Yes.
I remember this.
Yes.
Boy, is it in the 90s, them making cartoons off of gimmicky toys off of cartoon series. Who'd have thought? It's almost like we have a movie that's based around that right now in the theaters.
Movie that was based off of just a 30-minute toy commercial.
What?
Like, I remember
Masters of the Universe, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He-Man. I completely forgot that was even a thing that was in theaters right now.
It was a commercial. It was a TV show, and it was an advertisement for the toy line, Digger.
Okay, yeah. Because the TV show, and they decided to make the toy line. Okay.
No. They
made the toy line, and then they made the TV show.
Yeah.
The original cartoony?
Yep.
Same thing. Hey, it was the same thing with Transformers. Transformers was a toy line, and then
all these 80s
they made
and 90s
the toys
and
then made the TV shows.
Was G.I. Joe that way too, but with the game first?
Wow.
The video game for Pokemon came out first, right? And then it became like a 12 different season TV show.
I did
12 movies,
40 almost.
Wow.
Yeah, Game Freak came out with it in 1995, and like soon after it grew in popularity, and they were like, "Yeah, we got to make a TV show based off this."
And then they had like toys and stuff too that were
everything.
Popular card games. It all started with the shitty game, which was actually fucking amazing.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that because I grew up with the original, like you said, Transformers, G.I. Joe, He-Man. Loved He-Man. He-Man had a character named Skunkor. And Skunkor was just what you'd think. He's a half man, half skunk. And so the figure
Skunk with a gas mask on.
the
Yeah.
figurine, actually, when you got it back in the 80s, it stunk. It stunk really bad. And I had one of those. We got it from the Salvation Army because my grandma worked there. So all of our toys were secondhand from the Salian.
Yep.
Loved it. But I got that skunkor, and it smelled so bad in our toy box that Mom made me bring it back to Grandma's house, and it had to stay in Grandma's toy room because Mom didn't want to smell it anymore.
I can't say I blame her, to be honest.
Favorite. I loved that one.
The thing that made He-Man so unique, all the heroes and villains were so unique. They're so funny. Like Fisto with the giant fist, who made fist puns that are like, this is getting past the censors. Holy crap.
Well, no, it was the 80s and early 90s.
That was going to say that was the 80s.
They've
was allowed.
Like 6 or 7 He-Man cartoons. I grew up the 2002 show. That's the one I watched. And it was the same thing. Like, I did a review this past Saturday of the movie, and the movie was.
I mean,
and I'd be willing to see it once.
Yet.
Anyway, I'd like to see it.
I haven't seen it. I'm going to withhold my judgment until I've officially seen it. But I mean, it's one of those, I see two different sides of the argument. I see people that are like, it's not serious. It's, very goofy, and it kind of has, they've made a few changes. I'm like, okay, but do the changes really do that much, for one? And two, was this ever really a serious cartoon?
It's not that they were being goofy. They would have these serious, heartfelt moments, and then they would horse you a joke that really it destroyed the pacing. That was my biggest issue.
Yeah, and the thing about that, and I know how this, I again, it's one of those things. It's an unfortunate thing of the times. I mean, it's the Joss Whedon effect. I mean, because that's exactly what Joss Whedon back in the day, like, he did like a couple of shows, and then everybody had that suddenly quippy dialogue in every one of their shows. And then now you're sitting there, it's the Taika Waititi thing. They're all trying to shoehorn jokes into everything like Taika Waititi. Yeah. And it's like, stop. Just make
he did Thor Ragnarok. He
did, fuck that guy.
He was the video game developer in Free Guy, that Ryan Reynolds video game movie.
I actually really liked that movie, but that
was a good movie. But he wasn't directing it. That's the reason why you liked him in that movie. He wasn't directing. He did Jojo Rabbit, that German 1940s movie about the kid.
Yeah. So the thing is that Taika Waititi, when he's not tied to a property, he can do some interesting things with the source material. Jojo Rabbit's a good example of that.
Oh, this guy.
However, when he's shoehorned into something like Thor Ragnarok, fucking hated that movie. That was Thor Ragnarok for me was the movie that made me say, fuck this, I'm done. I've never watched a single MCU movie after.
Well, you
also did Love and Thunder.
Kaiser, you won't like Masters of the Universe, because they say a lot of people are calling it a Thor Ragnarok ripoff.
It's one of those, like, again, I will reserve my judgment until I've seen it, but I've heard that. Again, it's one of those, like,
The roster choice was, to me, ridiculous. They chose some of the most obscure characters for the heroes.
Right.
I did like some of the callbacks to the 87 movie. Like there's a scene where Adam is in a gym and he's talking with Dolph Lundgren. And I enjoyed the 87 movie.
Yeah.
And
it's a classic.
He's giving this philosophical thing that speech that goes right over Adam's head. He goes to walk off, turns around, and says like he does the little hand thing like they did in the movie Good Journeys, Adam. And it's like a really nice callback. There was a villain that they made I can't remember his name, especially for the 87 movie, that they brought back in this one, which I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then some of the choices, Man-at-Arms is nothing like his character in the show, or
let's just go ahead and say it. Just say it.
No, I don't care if he's black or not. I'm not going to say that. He doesn't have his arm cannon, which I think is like the coolest thing about Man-at-Arms. He has like a gun that
that was part of his name.
Yeah. Basically, they took.
Sorry, I missed something. Who's black?
So the character of Man-at-Arms in the original He-Man TV show was a white guy with a mustache, and they made him a black guy for this movie.
Did he still have a mustache?
Yes.
Well, then
It
we're
was
good.
Idris Elba, who
Okay.
I enjoy Idris
Oh,
Elba.
Idris Elba. I love Idris Elba.
I do say Idris Elba is a good actor, but
He's a great actor. I just don't
He's
know
a
if I
trained
want him
Luther.
in He-Man.
he feels shoehorned into some of these like non-dramatic roles like that.
Well, it was the same thing they did with the Dark Tower series. They
Oh, don't even start me with the Dark Tower. I'm so pissed off it. Oh, Stephen King, he flipped us over. He rammed us hard, nice and dry, in and out, and then he flipped us the bird, tapped us on the ass, and kicked us out. That's what he did with
Animal
us.
style, in and out, in and out.
Yeah, no, not animal style, because there's no lube, no pleasure, no nothing. He just seriously did it to hurt us, and
he made the money he
that
needed,
pisses
and
me
he stopped caring.
Yeah, I understand that he stopped caring, but fuck him. I didn't stop caring.
Can I just say, if you're reading a Stephen King novel, you're not reading a Stephen King novel for the ending, because all of his novel endings are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
He has a great idea, an interesting prose. He takes a little bit of a weird approach to it, but then he always fucks up the ending. He can never get a good ending. I don't care what anybody says. He does not stick the endings.
Yeah, that's a good critique.
It's been a long time since I read his stuff, but I don't know. I liked, there was quite a few that I really liked, and it always frustrates me when they make one of his books into a movie, because it's never the same as the book. It's just,
if they kept to the story of it, they could not film it because of the ending. It was so graphic.
Yeah. Well, there's
I can't even tell you about it on YouTube without getting in trouble. It's that bad.
No, I know.
But I remember back in like the 90s, early 2000s, they made like 2 or 3.
Like Christine, Carrie, those were fairly done accurately. But yeah, like Hearts in Atlantis was done so differently. It may as well have been its own story and had nothing to do with the book.
Yeah. I read the first Dark Tower book and I couldn't get into the second one.
Oh, see, I had my my jaw broken and reset when I was 24. And so I really couldn't do much of anything. I couldn't even walk down the street without a chaperone, just in case I tripped and fell and shattered the whole works. So at that point, a friend gave me the Dark Tower series as far as it had been done up to that point, and I listened to the Beach soundtrack, the Leo DiCaprio movie, The Beach. Listened to that soundtrack while I read the first three books of the Dark Tower, and I loved it. So yeah.
I remember they did The Perfect Storm, that vampire ice storm one.
30 Days of Night.
Yeah. What the miniseries I thought was called The Perfect Storm, or was that something else?
Perfect Storm was actually from 1991. It was a George Clooney movie. It was about a couple of fishermen that got stuck in that really nasty storm off the coast. I think
based on a true story.
Yeah, based on a true story.
Okay, that's right. They did The Stand. I remember that one because that was Gary Sinise starred in that one. They did the Tommy Knockers, which creeped me out. And I want to say they did, and then they did It. They did It as a miniseries back and then.
Also, don't forget Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn. Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, Maximum Velocity, or no, Maximum Overdrive. That was the only time. That was the only movie that they ever let Stephen King direct, and it was exactly what you would imagine from an idea of, let's like Stephen King direct a movie based on one of his books, which wasn't even one of his good ones, about where radiation makes cars come to life.
I remember they tried to do a remake miniseries of The Stand, but you remember when they did it? In 2018.
Yeah.
The Stand is about a virus destroying 99.9% of the world. Remember what happened in 2018?
2020,
2020. it was the same time as all that. I'm thinking the timing could not have been worse.
Yeah, telling us what they're going to do to us before they do it to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2018 was
Yeah.
Ebola.
2018 was the hurricane in my town. That's why I thought
Yeah.
2018.
No, the Kivu Ebola epidemic was 2018 to 2020. Then after 2020 was the fun one.
2019 was the big
The one
C.
that sounded like a drink.
Swine
Yeah,
flu,
the
H1N1.
the beer.
not
Yes.
not Sapporo,
No.
but the other beer.
It's yes.
I worked
Put
in the
lime
news.
in the coconut and drink them both.
I worked in the news at that summer, and it was insanity. We were
Hi,
literally.
Melissa
Hi,
Jane.
Melissa Jane. How you doing?
Hey, Melissa Jane.
Hi.
Long time no see. We would literally have stories changing as the news anchor was reading them online, and I'm standing behind the camera, waving my arms, telling him to read the teleprompter. It's changed. It's changed, and he's just looking at me like. God.
Well, and that's the thing with this. Saint Caesar's gone to bed now, but that's the thing with this social media ban for kids under 16. That it's interesting, but all of the all the countries who are still attached to the UK, to England, and to the Crown, we're all spouting the same line at the same time. It's just like COVID. It was, everyone's saying the same thing, and they've done that before with political slogans during election times. But yeah, same damn thing. And all it's going to end up doing with the social media ban for kids, it's just going to roll in your digital ID, and it's going to roll in the permanent use of biometrics, and that's the next step they need to do before they give us our social credit system. And yeah, all the fun. So
Okay, well,
why
enough
can they not?
enough dour and
yes,
depressing
that's
topics.
enough of the. Yeah, sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
really disappointed with them. It's kind of the thing.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with Saint Caesar too. Why the
No,
fuck does
not
he have to
Saint
sleep?
Caesar. His country.
No, him too.
Oh, damn it!
So,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn him.
Changing the
stories,
subject, damn it.
Speaking
Right.
of stories. Yeah. So
yeah,
go
he
ahead.
did
So I
celebrate
saw
with
you had
the-
a mild update with your book, Kaiser.
Yes,
I did have
please. Yes.
I did have a mild book update. So I have
here.
been sweating bullets for like the last couple of weeks because my word count for book 4 has gone way over, but I'm still sticking to the main plot. I'm not adding anything to it, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do here? I'm like, I'm way past my word count and all that. I'm like, oh wait, what if I just split the book? So yeah, so Second Chances in Timber Falls is now a 5-part series. I'm actually like, and it actually worked out remarkably well because I won't spoil it, but there's a big thing that happens toward the ending of book 4, which is now book 4. And there's a great moment of, this big event happens. There's, the catharsis at the end. We finally get that little relief moment. And then I'm like, there's kind of a little bit of a, the next morning kind of thing. I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, the like beginning ramp for like the, the finale starts like right there. That's kind of a perfect moment for me to cut it. I was like, you know what? Let me see what happens. I did my check. Word count for book 4 came in exactly 94,000 words, which is right under my 100K goal. And then I still have all the stuff that I've already written, which is like 60,000 of, of what is book 5. So I've got so much more room to work, and I can get all the stuff that I need to get in. I am officially at like the point, like literally like right before we go into the Christmas Eve finale. Like I am right at the edge. So I could probably have that finished up tonight. There's a really cool whole confrontation that all wraps up. And
awesome.
Yeah, it gets very interesting as the series progresses. But I saw where you stopped last night, Digger, in your edits, and I gotta ask the question: what did you think of that whole scenario?
I liked it. I also liked the fact that he realized it was wrong. He snapped out of it and he went back to being the good guy. That he's being teased about being.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Yeah.
you understand exactly why he had that snap in that moment.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I think it's leading up to something else which is kind of special to not most of his kind are also these things.
Oh, so you're getting to the climax, just like Digger when she stopped reading the last time.
Yeah, I was like hoping. I told her a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, once you hit this point, you're gonna need to go all the way through. And she stopped like right at the midpoint. I'm like,
Yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. I was passing
Yeah,
out.
she was drained
Yesterday was really
completely.
nice. I spent a lot of time outdoors.
I know. I was
don't know if you
really
saw
happy,
this,
but yeah.
She looked like
Yeah.
a piece of dehydrated
nice.
sand or
Yeah.
a grass or something, just on her
Yeah.
bed, drenched, and she's like, "I'm going to sleep. I'm
There's
good."
yeah.
Cigarette, you know.
Right after you get to that, right after you get through where you're at right now, there's a really great moment where he has a conversation with Judge Holt. There's a really good moment there.
Oh, I
where we
read
get
the
a-
conversation with
Oh, you
Judge
did?
Holt. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, then there's when he gets released from released from custody and goes back, and that's where there's a really great chapter like right there.
Okay.
You kind of know where it's already headed, but at the same time, it means so much more. And I took the time to let that scene really breathe. And it's just it was one of the better scenes in that particular book. I mean, book 3 has a lot of things going on in it, but especially like at that point is where book 3 really ramps up. Because each book kind of has their own like individual,
event,
almost 3-act structure, little event where things happen, and then we have this little confrontation, and then we move on, and then there's something that happens in each book that keeps you interested throughout. And now we're officially in book 5, getting to the exact finale of the series. Yes, Brian.
How many pages is each book? Like book 1, is it like 400 and something pages?
I mean, they're averaging about 96 to 110,000 words each, so they're about 400 to 450-ish pages each.
Okay, dude, these are big books. Like, these are not small books you're making. These are like actual.
These are novels. These are actual novels.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm about to finish the 5th book in the series, which will be the final book in the Timber Falls series.
Yeah.
And then
in the Christmas, I hope you go back to Timber Falls, just not for a Christmas one.
So there is I haven't planned for anything after that. I mean, there is going to be an epilogue chapter, so you'll get kind of a view of how things go afterward and whatnot. So there'll be a nice closure at the end and everything. So that story arc will be able to end.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I will ever go back to that specific like story, characters, setting, whatnot, but I might still do something within the universe. I'm still kind of toying with with
the brother. I know you have some ideas.
There's 2 spin-offs that I've kind of tentatively started to work on. One is it's like the one where his brother has the goes off on his own adventure thing.
Yeah.
But there's also one that's actually tied in universe that will be I'm tentatively calling that one Apex Nights, which is actually set in Miami in the 1980s. So a little bit of Miami Vice meets the Shifterverse in the 80s. And then I've already started planning, and I'm really the dopamine dragon is pulling me along toward this one of actually a not continuation, but a spinoff from the Executive's Familiar novel that I wrote, which is set in that universe. Which that's that one. I'm still toying with some of the ideas. I sent you and Brian a little sneak peek teaser, a little bit. I think I sent Brian a little more.
Oh, you sent me some good stuff, buddy. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, I say let's just say that there's I'm doing something interesting with that one, just because I just for whatever reason had this idea, this story seed pop into my head about a month ago, and I've just kind of let it maturate and sit. And then while I would just sit the other day, it just kind of clicked. I'm like, ooh, rabbit hole, go down there, and just start working on that. So I'm tentatively got a title it's more lighthearted. It's a lot more fun. It's meant to be something with a little bit more, I guess. It's meant to be a little bit more slice of life as opposed to like a defined story arc. Yeah, like a big story arc. It's more slice of life, but yeah. Big rigs and cat girls. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, I saw that. That looked like fun.
It just like, I don't know where the idea came from, but it was just one of those like, what if I did this? This sounds like fun. Let's do this.
It was funny because my only response to him was, and I quote, Roadhead?
Yeah,
they come with sleepers in them now. Oh my gosh, they're they're nice for one person or two people who are very close.
I spent I spent a very silly amount of time going down a bit of a rabbit hole on, like, just a lot of classic Americana, like, trucks, especially ones that I loved from my kids, from my childhood. I don't know why I love like the classic like cab overs. And I just had this idea for like, this, guy rebuilds this old cab over truck and, paints it up, calls it the Double Deuce, and, starts just, hauling freight and whatnot. And then I have a whole lot more like kind of wrapped up in that. It's just, again, it's more of a fun slice of life, more just relaxed idea.
I keep imagining Big Trouble in Little China, Kurt Russell's character.
There is some element to that, but yeah, the tentative idea for that one is to be kind of a road trip like romance novel.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I
just hear Double Deuce. I hear Double Deuce and I think semi truck, and instantly I can't help it. It's Big Trouble in Little China.
Well, that was the Pork Chop Express. Double Deuce is the name of the bar in the Patrick Swayze Roadhouse.
Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Say that before you did it, and you know what? I've never seen Roadhouse.
If you ever do, watch the original. Watch the original.
Watch the original with Swayze. Don't watch the one with Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I never bothered to see the Gyllenhaal
is a hunk.
He was also in Brokeback Mountain, but whatever.
Right?
He's also a hunk. There's not enough feet in Brokeback Mountain, I'm telling you. Not enough women.
Look, I'm just saying, if you are an actual heterosexual man, the original with Patrick Swayze is your jam.
Way better. Yeah, way better.
Great to know. I will definitely not check that out. I'll just read your book instead.
It's not going to have anything to do with that. It's just with Roadhouse. It's just it was just kind of an iconic name. I was like, and I work it into the story and everything, but it's fun. I enjoy it. But
yes, Kelly Lynch is so hot. That's great.
I try to stay away from anything with the word Lynch in it.
Can't imagine why.
I don't know why either. I think it's genetic. But
yeah, weird.
Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Next.
Wait, which
Wild was saying, to be fair, social media hasn't been a benefit to kids with the phone zombies and whatnot. Yeah. My eldest nephew, he was born and he basically had a tablet or a smartphone in his hands right from the get-go. But he was the first generation to do that. And it really was very much educational stuff that he was looking at. Now it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even if you look at 90s cartoons,
we've been very adamant about not letting our kid have a tablet at all.
Look at 90s cartoons, Animaniacs, all that. They had an educational part of it. I learned the states and the capitals from listening to Wacko Warren.
Canada, Mexico, Panama, India, Jamaica, Peru.
And half those countries are gone now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
He did that in one take, by the way.
I know. That's insane.
They Might Be Giants. I love that band. Oh my gosh. They're so much fun, and they did the bulk of the Animaniacs music. But yeah, my favorite song by them is "Build a Little Birdhouse in Your Soul." And it's just such a cheery. He's talking about a bird like a canary in the mines. If the canary stops singing, you got to get out of the mine because there's not enough oxygen. But it's such a happy song. Don't put. Oh yeah, I won't ruin it by speaking it. But either which way, yeah, Build a Little Birdhouse in Your Soul tickled me to no end. Still one of my favorite songs.
They've tried. They tried to do like remakes and sequels. They did that Tiny Toons sequel like a year or two ago.
God.
It was awful.
Oh, I didn't know they tried to.
What?
So
reboot
one
that.
day, we were just looking for something to put on the background so the kid could watch, and for some reason, somebody in our house like put on that Tiny Toons show, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, I recognize the characters, but this is not Tiny Toons.
Well, one of the main jokes in every episode of Tiny Toons in the 90s, they'd introduce themselves. I'm Buster Bunny. I'm Baz Bunny. No relation.
No relation. Yeah.
Now they're twin siblings.
Yeah.
That's
Fluffy
weird.
is 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
See, God bless my cousin, because so I just had my graduation party yesterday actually, and my cousin's wife brought their 3 kids, and they're like 4, 7, and like 11, like youngish kids.
Yeah.
And instead of giving them a phone to calm them down, they were running around the house like crazy people. My brother
Like
gave them
kids.
pool noodles
Like
and just
kids.
threw them outside. And what did they do? They went to go beat each other with pool noodles.
Wow.
My kid actually has like a foam Viking sword and a shield, and we duke it out like in the yard all the time.
Exactly. Like, this is how kids used to fucking play.
Look,
They would try to kill each other.
I will feel as like a failure as a parent if my kid and all the neighborhood kids cannot form a proper Viking shield wall by the time they're 6.
Correct.
Right?
If you can't form the phalanx formation, if your kids can't fall into a phalanx formation, you failed as a parent.
Exactly.
See, the thing is, back late 90s, early 2000s, they stopped treating the boys like boys and the girls and girls and started treating the boys like girls. They start in schools. The boys, they were not allowed to burn off that excess energy. We were forced to sit down, shut up, and learn like girls.
Yeah, but us girls have just as much energy. It's weird. I know the theory, and I know that's what they did. That the boys are so active and the girls sit nice. Us girls didn't sit nice either. We had energy to burn too. But yeah, they painted us as these angels to make the boys, villains.
Yeah. And I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
If you go back, even to like the old days of like schooling and stuff like that. I mean, when it was a 1-room schoolhouse, I mean, it was only like a couple of hours, like 2 or 3 hours, and then you were released for the day
because you go back and do farm work. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, we're locking these kids inside of a building. And we're giving them like 20 minutes to run around on a playground. It's like, and you wonder
not
why
even that,
right? Yeah, ADHD.
Where's this childhood
happen.
obesity coming from?
True.
I worked the past 3 years in the school system, and it's awful.
You know, they took away hatchets from Boy Scouts.
That's ridiculous.
It's not the Boy Scouts anymore.
You're right. The Scouts of America. Either way, you can't give them a hatchet no more. Cutting wood? What's that? No, we bake cookies now. We're now the Girl Scouts. Yeah,
you're the All Scouts.
Kaiser.
When I was,
because it's a lot harder to sell hatchets than it is cookies.
My dad was actually the leader of the National Youth Leadership Training here in our state for Boy Scouts. Back when it was still Boy Scouts, back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, when my brother was in, and I mean, he did that. My brother was really active in it. I mean, I kind of petered out like by the time I hit like the end of Cub Scouts and whatnot. We also moved to a new city, so that was
okay, kiddo.
But I mean,
I'm gonna go upstairs.
I don't get what the whole idea of like we have to make everything inclusive now. It's like we cannot have spaces for one or the other. We only have to have one. And it's like, why?
I did Boy Scouts all the way up until I aged out. I only did what I wanted to do, and my dad was perfectly okay with that. I shot guns, I built fires, I did first aid, I chopped wood, played with knives like a crazy person, and that's where I got all
Right?
my
Ivy.
masculine bullshit out because I wasn't able to do it anywhere else.
Right?
I bullied the fuck out of
Why are
everyone
you
new.
putting the coins
Oh,
away?
that
I
was
told you not
great.
to open the coin
But
bin.
it was like one of those things where
Ivy,
now
you
you
didn't
can't
listen to
do
all I told
any
you
of
not
that.
to do that. Just open,
Oh.
take.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can't do
Kids!
any of that now. Where it's like now, my
One sec,
my
guys.
boss was actually an Eagle Scout. He was like a dad in the Boy Scouts for years and whatnot. He's telling me now, like they literally are unable to do anything with these kids because they will just get in so much trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
See,
that.
resemble and function. See, now we never ever learned that sort of stuff. We had
I learned how to clean a gun in Scouts.
we had
yeah.
Girl Guides. We didn't have Girl Scouts. We had Girl Guides and brownies before the Girl Guides. And I can't remember what the boys was called.
We actually do
yeah.
have a co-ed scouting system that you can join when you're like 15
Yeah.
or a little older. Actually, I think it might be 16, 17, 18, 19. And then like after that, and then I think after that, it separates into something different. But we have this thing called Venture Scouts, which is for like young adults, which was always co-ed.
Okay.
Where the girls could have joined
Hey,
that just fine. But why the fuck did they have to go into the Boy Scouts? And then
Because
now it's just called the
boys-
Scouts of America.
Because boys are not
and
allowed to
men-
have their own things anymore. We can't have our own
Thank
space.
you, guys. I was literally about to say that boys and men are not allowed to have their own space. There was a story in the D&D community about 5 or 6 years ago. I remember this specifically. These bunch of guy streamers wanted to get together. They created a show. They went to Wizards of the Coast and proposed it, and they said, "No, you have to have a woman in the show."
Fuck me.
But you can find a lot of shows where it's all women. When I was in college, I wanted to do The Odd Couple. It's one of my Felix is one of my dream roles to play in The Odd Couple. I suggested it to my theater professor, who's our division chair. He said, "No, there's not enough women parts. There's 2 women parts and 4 men parts in the Odd Couple." Guess what show they did the very next fall semester, which was this was in spring.
Yeah.
I was turned down. They did a show about a all-girls soccer team. Not a single man
Yeah.
in that cast.
Yeah.
But he came to me. He's like, "Hey, I need some props. Do you have anything I could use for props for this show?" I wanted to say, "Screw you, dude."
Yeah.
Right?
But I'm like, "No, I hear I can help."
See, I like how Japan did it because when I was there, I saw actively on almost every single bathroom door, this is for women, not men.
Yeah.
Japan's not
If you're basically a man who thinks you're a woman, go downstairs. There's a gender neutral one down there.
Oh, they've actually got a gender neutral. That's
Because they
nice.
have one specifically for if you need to like change your kids and shit.
Oh,
That
they've
sounds
turned
like a
that one
unisex
into.
one,
I
right?
They have like
see.
the family
See,
bathroom into the
that's what I
inclusive
figured.
one.
Yeah, that's what I
That
figured.
doesn't sound like a
Yeah.
more specifically for them.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where it's like, go outside. We don't want you here. It was great. I was very happy. And it was in one of the places where you would think this was in like the anime stores, right? The place where you would think that you would have most of the inclusion community
fluffy
there.
ones?
The they thems. You would expect to have them there, but they were like, "Fuck you, nope, go somewhere the fuck else."
Yeah, Japan does not play these games.
No, you do not
and
play
it's so
games
nice.
there.
They've still got their culture. It's
You
amazing.
walk around, you get a glass rod shoved up your ass to check for contraband.
Well, you know what? You know what you're going to get if you try and do it. So you're taking the risk. You know what?
Yeah.
You've got to pay the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
appreciate
honestly, I think that Japan has got it right where it concerns a lot of that stuff. I mean, they don't give a shit about this whole cultural, toxic empathy bullshit. I'm so sick of this crap, and it's fascinating to me because we're seeing a little. I mean, it's definitely more than it was, but we're seeing the rebound a lot of that on our end now, and people are just like, you know what, fuck this. We're tired of basically being, we're tired of being considered second-class citizens.
Yes.
We're kind of tired of being, put off to the pasture. Because I mean, if you look at any pop culture from like the late 2010s to present, what is the formula? What is the one male character in every show? The dad is a bumbling fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And it so pisses me off because remember all those other shows we used to know, like, the 90s, the 2000s, early 2000s, the 80s.
80s, 90s.
Like Seventh Heaven was such a great family-oriented show.
And he became a
Too bad
cheese pizza
what
lover.
happened with the guy who actually was the dad.
Who's the boss that taught us that men are better nannies than women? But
right?
Mhm.
Well, you had Carl Winslow, who was goofy. He was not, but him and Harriet were a team. When it came to the family, came to the kids, they were a team. He was smart. He was great at his job. He was a hero, basically. Some of my favorite moments is him. Like one of my favorite moments is when he goes into that speakeasy and rescues Eddie and his friend. And he's like, he goes up and Carl's like 5 foot nothing. And you have that big bouncer and he just comes up and that bouncer's like, I'm backing off.
What show was that?
You had Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow from Family Matters.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Reginald Bell Johnson
with Urkel.
Yeah. You had Uncle Phil. I love Uncle Phil. Is one of the best TV dads, even though he's Will's uncle. Yeah. I love the scene where Will's dad runs out again, and they have that heartfelt moment.
Yeah.
An underrated one is Alan Matthews from Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
I never watched that show. I was today years old. Literally, I shit you not. I'm so thick sometimes. I was today years old when I realized that the guy from Boy Meets World is actually Fred Savage's brother.
Yeah.
Hadn't the slightest idea because I didn't watch the show, but I saw a picture of him as an adult and I went, oh, wait, dude, he kind of looks like, and then I saw his name. I'm like, wait a minute, he's Savage too. You don't say. And I went and looked it up and like,
yeah.
So yeah,
the whole cast is great in that show. I love that show. Mr. Feeney is the kind of teacher that I wanted to be.
Right.
Yeah. I was just too old for it.
See, we used to have competent males in series, in shows that were actually mentors, father figures, competent men. And not just these bumbling idiots or these ridiculous whiny little boys.
Yeah,
it's like it's so sad.
We also had the bumbling idiot dads though that like every once in a while would have that moment of just sheer and utter wisdom, right? Because you could still be a fun dad bumbling around kind of type of thing because you're doing it on because it looks like you're doing it on purpose, but you would still come out and say something. Yes.
He was goofy. He'd make mistakes. Like there was one time where Harriet, they're trying to decide. I remember the episode, they were trying to decide where to go on their family vacation. And it's always been everyone else's choice. Carl never got where he wanted to go. And he goes on this huge run. Like, where am I going to spend my money this time, Harriet? And he's going outrageous. And Harriet just hands him a pamphlet and it's to where he wants to go. And he's like, oh. And it's just that moment of like, but he get angry, but he treated at Steve, he'd get angry, he hated Steve. But at the end of the day, Steve's parents neglected him. Carl and Harriet were like his real parents.
Carl literally raised this young man into the person where he could actually become something and not just join the rest of the hood.
Yes.
It was.
And the fact that they made him a Chicago police captain of all things, a black Chicago police captain who was amazing at his job.
Yeah.
It's just inspiring.
It was a very, very amazing show. I fucking love Family Matters.
It fell off the last season when the original Harriet actor left.
Well, I wouldn't know. I watched reruns. So.
Yeah, there was in the last season they changed Harriet's, and
different. It's kind of like they did with Fresh Prince. Only thankfully, the lady that they replaced the original Aunt Vivian with was just as good at the thing.
They actually they did that reunion special a couple of years ago, and she came back and actually her being outed at from Fresh Prince actually almost destroyed her career.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah.
Will Smith made it sound like she was hard to work with, and that's a death sentence if you're not careful.
Well, for him at that time, yeah, he was just beginning his meteoric rise.
He wasn't an
so,
actor.
yeah.
If you watch the
No, he
first,
was a rapper. I know.
you
Believe
watched
me.
a few of the first episodes, you will see Will, like when someone else is talking, he's mouthing their lines because he would learn the entire script, not just his part.
Yeah.
You know? And that scene I was talking about it's the most powerful scene in the entire series when he's like, "Why doesn't he want me, man?" He's like, "I've done all this without my father," and Will Smith said when James Avery
was
pulled
unscripted.
into that hug, he whispers into Will's ear. He said, "That's how you act," because he learned. So James Avery was just not just he was the original Shredder. In the
oh shit!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
He was a Klingon in Star Trek Enterprise.
Yes.
Yep.
That was one of his last roles before he sadly passed away.
Mm-hmm.
There's a end credit scene of one of the episodes of Family Matters where the little nephew comes in with this new kid in the neighborhood, and they're like, "This is little G, Uncle Carl," and the kid's like, "You win. You're right. He does look like the dad from Fresh Prince." Off stage, watch James Avery with just this look like, really? And it's just, they hug it out. It's so funny. They were TV was good then.
Remember when TV was good? Remember when shows were good and it wasn't just regurgitated slap?
I watched Perfect Strangers, which that show was a spinoff. I didn't know Perfect Strangers was a spinoff.
Harriet was the elevator operator of the guy's apartment building in Perfect Strangers, and Carl was still a police officer. They changed it to make her a housewife in Family Matters. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Proud Family.
Interesting. Perfect Strangers was fun.
Proud
it was
Family
kind of
was
like
awful.
a modern day old odd Odd Couple.
Proud Family was awful or after you?
Now we do the Gents of Joy.
Yeah. Balky was awesome. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I loved him in
Family Matters was a spinoff.
Yeah, Family Matters was
Perfect Strangers. That makes more sense. Okay.
Oh, I thought I was clear on that. My mistake.
That does make more sense.
I loved Bronson's role in as Serge in Beverly Hills Cop, and they brought him back for the fourth one a year or two ago, which I enjoyed that one for the most part.
I don't think I've seen that last one offhand.
Yep.
I don't know.
They fired her in Perfect Strangers, and then they gave her her own show. And in Family Matters, she actually met Carl. She was like a secretary at the police station. So, and she did something in Police Wise as well, and that's how she and Carl met. And they changed.
Yeah. I'm going to hop off briefly. I have to go pee.
I feel like we can't have a conversation about amazing dad figures without talking about Al Bundy.
Al Bundy.
Al Bundy.
When it came to
I was going to say Al Bundy was the epitome. The Bundys were the epitome of a good family in
urinate.
I'm gonna make this lady pee.
While we talk about the guy who worked at a shoe store, all right, and as the feet guy of the group, all right.
No, but Al, if you think about it, like he could talk. It was typical. He could talk crap about his family. They could talk about crap about each other, but don't you dare do it as an outsider, or they will kick your ass. And how many times did they kick someone's ass? I think he genuinely loved Peggy. I think he did.
Oh yeah,
and it was a good show that made Fox what it was, and it was. Ed O'Neill's an underrated actor. He's so good. I loved him in Wayne's World.
A show that was what it was, because nowadays that shit won't fly. Sorry, you were saying something about.
No, I wasn't even being serious.
Some of the storylines in Married with Children would not fly today.
Yeah.
Lady Autumn says Dr. Jason Seaver from Growing Pains. That was a little before my time.
Never saw that ever, actually.
That was a Kirk Cameron show.
Who?
Um,
Hold on. I'm looking up all these
look it
people.
up. You'll know him if you see him.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe
Cameron,
not. He's a
or
young.
not Cobain.
His sister was
Cameron.
DJ Tanner in Full House.
Yep.
Oh, I love Full House. I watched that show when I was young.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jason Seaver, Growing Pains. Fuck yeah. Michael J. Fox. Nice
That's
Canadian
not
beastly
Growing
hero.
Pains.
Or no, that was that was
That's
Kirk
Kirk
Cameron.
Cameron.
Sorry, Growing Pains. What was the not Facts of Life either? That was Miss Scarrett's. What was the one with Michael J. Fox?
I don't know, but I remember the dad was Burt Gummer from the Tremors
Family
movie.
Matters?
No.
No.
Shit. Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Family
that's it.
Ties.
Ah,
There you
It was
go.
close.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Gross played his dad, and he went on to play Burt Gummer, like the big prepper in the Tremors movie, who's one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah.
There is
I
only one
remember-
Tremors movie. I just want to make that clear.
And you'd be wrong because there's two. The
No,
second
there
one
is
amazing.
one.
The second one is funny as hell. Yes.
I remember when
and there's a TV
Candace
series.
Cameron
Kaiser,
married
watch the TV series.
Pavel
It's great.
Bure. I loved it. He was fresh and new and shiny on our Vancouver Canucks, and then the next thing I know, he's marrying Candace Cameron, whom I always wished I was growing up watching the show. Very envious, and they're still happily married to this day, which is kind of nice.
Watching
don't
the
hear
show,
about
you
that
think
a lot.
like, and then you realizing Bob Saget was a comedian. I wonder how many people went like, "Oh, it's gonna be so wholesome. It's the dad from Full House." Holy shit.
I had
Oh,
no
surprise,
idea.
surprise.
Yeah.
He
Oh
was
yeah.
dirty.
What was it?
He was
Friday
raunchy.
was the movie that he came out and said, "Suck dick for crack." I've sucked dick for crack. I think it was Friday or
He was
Wait,
in Dumb and
what?
Dumberer as like one of a character's father that Lloyd Christmas like.
No, it
shit
was
all
the
over
the pothead movie, not Friday.
Yeah.
It was
or sorry,
it was the
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle pothead movie. What the was the name of
Half
that?
Baked.
right?
Half
There are
baked. Yeah, it's
Half
half
Tremors.
baked. Sorry,
Dave
that's right. That's
Chappelle-
right. It was half
Dave
baked.
Chappelle is in
Yeah.
his janitor outfit or whatever, and he's at like an AA meeting. He's like, "I'm addicted to marijuana," and everyone starts giving him and literally Bob Saget goes, "You're addicted to marijuana? I suck dick for coke. You ever suck dick for marijuana?" And he's just like, "No," and he's like,
Yeah.
"I didn't think so."
I didn't
Yeah.
Someone's clipping that.
I had no idea. up
Yeah,
until
I
that
clipped
point.
the fuck out of that just now, by the way.
So
One of my
strangely enough,
fav-
I do want to make note that Half Baked was actually the film premiere or like the film debut of comedian Jim Brewer. Because previous to that, he'd only ever been on the 90s SNL.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians, Brad Williams, the little person comedian, he talks about meeting Bob Saget, Dave Coulier, and John Stamos. And they're doing and those three, they would still hang out up until Bob Saget passed away. And but they're doing a comedy festival, and Brad said he was in his dressing room. Bob Saget came in. He's like, "Hey, do you want to meet John Stamos?" He's like, "Oh, of course, I'd love to meet John Stamos. You know, Uncle Jesse and the Rippers. I love it." And he's like, "No." Bob's like, "No, you don't understand. John Stamos is achondrophobia. He's deathly afraid of little people." And Brad is like, "I know what I must do, Bob Saget." So, Bob and Dave go to their dressing rooms where John is, and Bob goes in, distracts John, and Brad runs in, grabs his leg, and starts humping away.
Oh no.
And it's like, and, little people got that like little titan arm strength. They got that iron grit. And
Nice.
he says, John Stamos screams like a bitch. he's just kicking, trying to get him off.
Look, I'll be completely honest with you. If a little person ran up and started humping my leg, I'd scream like a bitch too.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Later, John Stamos is at a award ceremony or for something, and they sit him at a table with a group of little people.
Oh.
And Brad said he got a text from John Stamos saying, "Brad, I'm okay," because he's all hugging the little people. I'm cured. I heard the funniest story from Brad Williams
Bunch of midget
just
strippers.
this morning.
Right?
He got injured. He hurt his back a little bit, so he just does this, like, he goes to a clinic, gets X-rays. You know, he doesn't go to his doctor. He just goes to a clinic because they're going to forward the X-rays to his doctor.
Mhm.
This doctor from this clinic calls him. He said, "Oh, your back is fine." And he's like, "Do you know your limbs are extremely short?" And he's like he's trying to break a cancer diagnosis to this person, to Brad. And Brad's like, "Did no one tell you I was a little person?" And he said he hears the phone get taken away from the guy's ear, the doctor's ear, and in the distance, he's like, here's the doctor. "Ah, fuck me." Because he didn't realize, he's like, "I know all this, doc." But he said his biggest regret that he should have played into it. He's like, "Oh my God, doc, is there a cure? Is there anything you could do for me?"
Yeah.
I love Brad
Lean right
Williams. I
into
want to
it.
meet him so bad one day. He's
Ready
so
or
freaking
not.
hilarious.
By the way, there are 7 Tremors movies, by the way.
Yeah.
Is there seriously that many?
No. There is one.
Nope.
Tremors
Kaiser
movie.
can't count. Kaiser
One.
can't count. There's
One with the Patrick Swayze, right?
One.
No, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin
No,
Bacon.
not
Fred
Patrick
Ward.
Swayze.
Oh, was it Kevin Bacon? Yeah, Kevin
Yeah,
Bacon.
Kevin
Sorry,
Bacon and
sorry.
Fred
Yeah.
Ward. It was
Now I-
actually the first
Yeah.
Tremors movie, I think, was what's her name? Country music star. Red
Yep.
hair.
Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire's first movie. I think that was before she did The Gambler. But the 2nd
Mhm.
one was really good too. So be cool. Good.
So there's Aftershocks after the first one.
Now
then
I
Back to
remember it.
Perfection, The Legend Begins, Bloodlines, A Cold Day in Hell, and then Shrieker Island. That's
I've
that's
seen
Shrieker Island
all
is
of
when they
them,
killed
and
Burt Gummer off
after the first one, they're all shit.
doesn't mean they don't exist.
Okay, now see, this is the same argument that I have with Indiana Jones and
I
Star
do
Wars.
now.
There are three
Hey.
Indiana Jones movies, and there are 3 Star Wars movies. There is one Tremors movie.
Sure,
Hey,
but
I
if I
just
go and take
realized-
a shit in your fucking fireplace, I still took a shit in your fireplace, even though it's
You
shit.
just didn't like it.
Kaiser, did you
You
ever
just
see
didn't
the
like it.
this Tremors, the series?
Yes, I did.
It was a good concept, just poorly executed.
Yeah, that was the
Did we
unfortunate
bring-
part of it. They
Did
tried
we
to
bring
do all
Kevin
right
Bacon
with
back
but
for
I
any
mean,
of it?
no.
Because he's in
Nope,
financial
Kevin Bacon
straits
was
right
only
now.
in the first
We
one.
could make him happen.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he
here-
was really hurt.
Here's my thing with the first Tremors movie. The first Tremors movie is literally as close as you can get to a perfect movie. It has a continuous escalation of threats. It has a story. It has actually characters that you care about. It's very excellently tight writing. There was only ever planned to be one movie. It was actually written by a guy who was in the Navy who had this idea, is like, hey, what if we made a movie called Land Sharks? And that was the genesis of the Tremors movie. Everything after that was just like, how do we milk more money out of this franchise? That's kind of where I draw the line.
Second one was fun. Second one was just really, really fun.
You will never convince me.
I just love it. Bert comes up in this huge deuce and a half full of every explosive you can imagine, and it's still not enough.
Yeah, I honestly, I know I've seen the first one a couple of times. I have no idea if I've seen any others.
Fred Ward's best movie, I think you can agree with me, that is Tremors. Fred Ward, best movie
Thank
of his.
you. That's awesome, because I had forgotten that I had asked you to hunt it down, and he hasn't asked me about it. So thank you.
Yes.
There
Yeah,
may or
poor-
may,
poor
may or
Fred
may
Ward,
not be
man.
a really funny ice hockey league in somewhere in Canada that's very tongue-in-cheek oriented towards a certain group of people.
The Jews.
And a
Sure,
good
you
friend of
can
mine
see Ryan.
in Germany really wants one of the team's jersey.
Oh wait, am I wrong? I feel
In
like I was
Mighty's-
wrong.
in Mighty's Discord.
Are you talking about the guy who was dressed as our favorite guy who was born on 420?
No.
You didn't? Did
No,
you
no,
not
no,
see
no,
that?
no.
There was
I'm
a guy who was
entirely
rooting for the
lost.
German team who was literally dressed as our 420 painter.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
He
awesome.
showed up. He
That's
had the
awesome.
mustache and everything. The mustache that Johnny refuses to do for money.
I'm not. Yeah, no.
To
that's
be
not
fair,
me.
the reverse is just as funny, especially when he takes it all the way down. Because you see this and you kind of get used to this, but then for whatever reason, he'll look back or look up and laugh, and you just see this empty stripe next to like bushy fur. Oh, I
I'm
love it.
glad you enjoy yourself.
Oh, trust
I
me, we
do.
all enjoy ourselves looking at you suffer.
Yeah, I haven't seen Kyle in a long time, but I used
Yeah,
to
I
see
miss
Kyle all
Kyle.
the time. Yeah, it was nice when Kyle.
Oh, I think I
stopped
see
by.
Kyle. Oh no, I don't see him. I don't see him. Never mind.
No.
That was my wall.
I disavow
Oops.
all of this.
No, you don't. Quit
Yes, I
lying.
do. Yes, I do.
Dude, your head is more bald than the Aryan
Be
Brotherhood.
like, a lot of people think
It's
this
not a
is a
choice,
bit or
motherfucker.
something. You don't understand. Kyle is real.
Kyle actually exists.
is real.
Kyle is a person, a physical human being. He has thoughts and feelings and an age.
I'm just glad my family
Did I
came
get
over
Kaiser?
in the 1800s.
Did we break him?
I think he did.
I looked away for a second. My attention was divided, and all I hear is that line, and suddenly my brain just short circuited. I'm like, "Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Oh, welcome to the party. If you're not getting it ribbed, it's not a good time."
I literally have a motherfucker in the chat whose picture is me as like a fucking colonel from
As the
KFC.
colonel. I just watched a documentary on Dave Thomas.
He
And-
sells the
and
spicy chicken.
At start,
Oh, that motherfucker was racist as hell.
dude, at the start of his career, it was a fairly quick blurb on his corporate career, like his business career. He didn't go into his personal self, but yeah, he started out as helping out for Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was his up to him. He brought out the Colonel Sanders. That was his idea. Putting the chicken in a bucket. That was his idea. Getting rid of stuff like burgers and all the stuff that everyone else did, so that all they did was great chicken. That was Dave Thomas. And then after he made like $1 million or whatever from that, he came out and he made Wendy's, which was like a step above McDonald's. It was fresh meat and fresh vegetables and
I'm
fresh.
not a fan of Wendy's. I'm not a
So
used to
there
work
is
at
no
Fries.
Colonel Sanders? With
Colonel
the
Oh no,
Sanders
he
Kentucky-
was a real
racist.
person, but he was. Look, there. If you really want to know the
Good
Colonel
night, Wyatt.
was
Sanders
his
story,
chicken
you need
shit. That's the
you
question.
just need
We'll
you
see
need
you
to go
Wednesday
and
afternoon.
the Fat Electrician does a really good.
Yes, that's the one I'm
breakdown.
thinking of.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I love all those
Yeah.
guys. Habitual
You
line
introduced
crosser
me
I
to the
watch
fat-
every day. I watch every video he puts out.
Yeah.
Uncle
Yeah.
Buff is who I want to be when I'm an old man. Grandpa Buff, the B-72 character.
B-52. Yeah.
B-52. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just they just had one of those crash today.
Yeah. Sadly, it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
He
that's gonna
actually
get
looks
worked
the
into.
part too. He's not just sporting a mustache. He actually looks the part.
He was
Any
going
career
hard.
in acting goodbye after this stream.
Wow. Wow.
Well,
That's
that's a thing
awesome.
that's happening. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's watching FIFA apparently. He's in
Yeah,
the, in
that
the,
was at that was aired on TV. That was on Fox. If they can't handle it on YouTube, then they better ban fucking Fox. You know,
There are a lot
Right?
of people trying to. Well, speaking of Fox, they've just
yes,
today-
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, big thing
You're
about
looking
Roku. Yeah.
good.
they
Oh, yeah.
guaranteed the merger of Roku and Fox, but
And
they're
Fox,
still
yeah.
the EU might force them to either sell Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, they won't have a monopoly in the EU. It's a whole thing.
Hey,
I
guys.
did a stream
Hey,
of
guys.
it with my friend
Guys.
Madman Cafe.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Fox is owned by
Oh.
Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is no
20th
the
Century
parts
Fox
that
goes
are in this merger are not the Disney parts, is what we learned today.
Oh, well,
Fox basically
they're all
split?
Umbrella Corps. They're all under the same lovely umbrella.
Yeah,
So
they're
they
all
all
making
run-
zombies.
Fox basically wants all the access to all the sports Roku has access to.
Yeah.
And Tubi's part of this deal as well.
Oh, I love Tubi. I can't
Well,
afford to pay for TV.
No, luckily, they say for the foreseeable future, Tubi and Roku are going to stay separate, so you'll still have
Good.
access to Tubi. But
Good.
we're thinking what they're going to do is like on Roku, they're going to say, "Hey, you can go watch this on Tubi because Tubi is the best streaming.
Tubi
It's
is
basically
free.
old-fashioned TV.
All that matters for me. Yeah, you get to see all the good old stuff.
Yeah,
Really good old
To be
stuff.
or not to be.
And
that is
they've
the
got
question.
some to be or not to be. I'm always to be.
Yeah.
Instead of I'm too broke for Netflix and chill, so I'm like, hey, you want some Tubi and some booty?
Yeah, what?
Crunchyroll and
like
Mod
that.
Jelly Roll.
That's a good one, Brian. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh my goodness.
But, they have most of the
Hulu in your
Cartoon
hoo-ha.
Network library on Tubi right now. Like
Diddling your fiddle.
I can go
Or
watch
fiddling
like
your
Dexter's
diddle?
Lab and all those great cartoons from when I was a kid on Tubi right now. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I just wish they didn't have ads. I can't do ads.
Well, that's how-
Yeah.
You
that's
know
why
what?
it's free.
I'm old enough. I remember a time when you didn't have a choice. You had a 30-minute TV slot,
And you had to
and your
watch the
fills
show
were 20
uphill
minutes.
both ways.
Both ways.
Ways
in
in
the
the
snowstorm.
snowstorm.
Okay,
Yes,
so
barefoot.
I have to say this just because I mean this is just where I'm coming from at it.
I got
I
my
have
bunny ears. Got to
really-
stand a certain way to watch the cartoon.
I have really bad misophonia. Like commercials drive me insane.
Well, because
I
they're so
cannot
much
take-
louder. Like
They're so much
yeah.
louder, and the recording audio is different. It's
It's-
it's recorded at a different frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's made to get your attention. That sound to me, like when it switches, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. To me.
So it's
I'm
a
not
physical
joking.
response from
It is
a-
it sounds.
It literally kicks my fight or flight response,
Mm.
and like I just almost every time my body's like, I'm gonna fight. I'm just like, that's why anytime I go anywhere, I have like 3 pairs of like headphones fully charged. I've got earplugs, stuff like that. I have to be careful where I go and what I do. I have to regulate myself. Like nobody understands how much I have to
Interesting.
be careful where I go, what I do. I have to walk. Like if I'm anywhere, if it gets too loud or if the PA system starts playing like a song that trips me, I have to get up and I have to physically walk out, because if I'm not careful, I will lose my shit. I mean, I will sit there and like start to physically shake. Like my fight or flight kicks in.
Thank
I'm
God. I
literally
don't have
shaking
that
right
problem.
now.
I'm the same way if I'm in a large group in a confined space. Like I don't mind like a group of 20 in like a semi-large room, it's fine. But when you like put us all together in a small space and like I don't know you, I'm like, I
don't know
gotta get
you,
out of
that's
here.
my
I'm gonna kill somebody if
purse.
I don't get out of here.
I need my back to the wall at all times. I cannot have my back to the open. People can't walk behind me, and I do not want to sit with the window behind me either. I'm
the same
very.
way.
Because
I'm a
that's how the
lot better
assassins
than I
get
was,
you.
though.
So like
I'm a lot
elevators
better
and
than I
stuff are
was.
no good for you guys?
Pardon?
Elevators
If
are no
the
good?
elevator gets full,
No,
then
I love
yes.
elevators, but yeah, you
I don't
just
mind
stand to the
elevators.
back.
Yeah, I don't mind elevators. I have to have my headphones in. I cannot be listening.
I don't like
Mm.
elevators, but I also don't have a choice
Yeah.
because it's not like I'm going to take the stairs.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Well, you can. It would be actually way quicker to take the stairs.
You can bum
but
push
it would be more
yourself backwards
dangerous.
up the stairs.
No, that only works one way, Brian. That's only down.
That's
I had a
I mean, but
friend-
you head down the stairs at negative 9.8 meters per second squared.
Yeah, but how do I get up in the first place? Elevators involved at some point.
I had a friend who did security at one of the condos out of the beach in my town, and we're going up the elevator. He looks at like me and my buddy. He's like, "I know you two like to screw around, but do not jump or shake this elevator. It will lock, and it will lock us in here, and it will be 2 hours before anyone can get us." Because the only other person with a key other than me lives an hour away. And I'm just standing there, just not gonna move, not gonna breathe. Not gonna do
Yeah.
anything.
My little brother
Me.
and I, you would have said, do not jump in this elevator. And before you got a chance to tell us why not to do it, we'd have already been jumping.
And I was,
I'll be
Yeah.
completely honest.
Right.
Back in college, one night, me and my roommate got really fucked up and drunk, and we decided to go. We decided fuck it, we're going to go walk to the 7-Eleven 3 blocks away and go get Slurpees at 3 a.m. Well, you know, what does we do? We jump our happy asses in the elevator and we're just like goofing around and like shit. And suddenly, like, you know, the elevator shakes a little bit. And then we just both start jumping and locks the fucking elevator. And I'm like, shit. So we had to like call the front desk. The front desk had to call the fire department. Fire department had to show up at our building in Chicago. And they had to actually go a floor above, lower a ladder down and get the emergency hatch off. And they're looking down at me like, all right, start climbing up. And I look at them like, my fat ass ain't fit through that little tiny hole there, buddy. I will say, though, I learned that I can fit through that emergency door. But that was also when I was a lot lighter and well, let's just say it was before I got married. So, you know, I didn't have quite as much of the barbecue belly.
Yeah.
Cats are liquid and so is a Kaiser.
The dad bod.
I had this nightmare a few
fuck
months
your six
ago
packs. I got a keg.
where I was in a hospital and I was having to go up and down to different levels. And the elevator was just this little platform that just shook. And I kept having to step on it every time. I was like that guttural fear.
Yeah, it's just gonna like go.
Ooh.
Yep.
But it
Hello,
basically
Buck.
just a
Where
last
did I miss you? There you are.
What is up?
Hey,
Cody.
Hello. Good
Hi.
timing. We're almost done.
We're literally about to finish.
We're
Right?
about 5 minutes late. Yeah, we're running behind today. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. I'm just tossing it around. Would it be? Would you guys in chat appreciate it if these things lasted more than 2 hours, or is 2 hours a good cutoff for folks? I'm assuming I can keep you guys for another hour.
I mean, I could, but I mean, it depends on if we run out of stuff to talk about. I mean, I think 2
Yeah.
hours is usually a good.
2 hours is
I don't
Roundabout.
think time is
amount
an
of
issue
time.
with these things.
Of course, then again, I usually show up
but I don't.
Of course,
wanna...
then again, I show up an hour late usually because my kids got extracurriculars.
And then,
stuff.
like, when the show ends, we're usually
Damn
on
those
another
children.
hour in here just chatting after the show's over.
I look forward to our backstage chats. Thank
Right?
you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
if we went longer, there would be no backstage chats from me because I have to go to bed.
Well, yeah, that's
within
true.
the hour
I
after
go
the chat.
sleepy.
I need
Well,
I
no,
need my
It's a later thing.
I need the unhinged backstage chat.
Yeah.
I love my unhinged chats, and I also like sleep
It's
because I
going
wake up
on.
at 4
There we go.
a.m.
There you go. Well, on that note, then. Hello, Buck. Good night, Buck.
Bye.
Good night, everyone
Bye.
else. I will not be streaming with Johnny because Johnny's got Tuesday, Wednesday off. I get my pain shots tomorrow, so I'm going to be totally out of
Ooh.
I am so excited.
Hey, it's more time for you to
2-3 days
read.
from now. I'm going to feel awesome. I know, right?
More time for you to read.
I Wednesday, yeah, because I'm not streaming with Johnny. I'll have that time, and Wednesday I'm still gonna do chatting with friends, so I'll still be there for Wednesday evening. Just just kidding, no game over podcast. Other than that, we'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you sooner rather than later.
Can I say? Can I
Yeah.
announce something there? I am working on a new show for the Outpost Nerd. I call it. It's going to be called Popcorn Bucket Hole, where I find the worst movies I can find on Rotten Tomatoes, like 3 and lower, and review the crap out of them.
Buckaroo Banzai. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes says about
The
them,
Wraith.
but that's an awesome.
I love Buckaroo
awful
Banzai.
movie.
It's so much fun.
It
Have
really
you
is.
seen The Wraith from 1986?
No, but I'll add it to my
You
list.
need to watch that.
Okay.
I want your honest opinion on that movie.
I will be doing like Battlefield Earth movies like that, like on 5 and below, because there's like 50 of them I can do on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's just a little
Nice.
thing I came up with last night off the top of my head. So look out for it. I did a review
Okay.
this weekend of He-Man and
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I haven't watched it, but I saw that it was posted.
I tore into
Yeah.
that pile, but
Demon
I-
Wings.
That's kind of why I didn't watch it yet, because I would really like to just watch it for nostalgia's sake before I get
Yeah.
any opinions.
I have a rule that I give you 2 weeks from premiere date to my video. And I don't hold people's feet to the fire. Like, you're not watching my video. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Like, But I give my opinion and let other people decide for themselves. I'm not going to say this is my opinion. You need to take it as
listen. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's
Here's
what
a
I
movie with a
Goodbye.
22% audience score. Enjoy.
Ooh.
On that note, good night, everyone. We'll see you again on
Night.
Wednesday.
Logging, late night, same chair, same spot. Screen glow, halo, chat's running hot. She flips to page 3, then dives off the plot. Let's talk about the Lizard Kings again. Tinfoil crowns.